Namaste, this is Tulsi Ganga here from Cosma Center. In today's video, we are going to see how to overcome laziness using the right strategy. If you ever feel stuck, unmotivated, and constantly putting things off or procrastinating, then this video is for you. Now, most of us have ambition. The only thing which we lack is a proper system that can actually help us to align and work with how our mind functions. Now today I will walk through some of the most powerful methods and real life productivity hacks which will help us to overcome this procrastination one tiny step at a time. So if you're ready to finally beat your laziness and take back control of your life, your time, your energy, let's get started. Now overcoming laziness often requires developing habits, discipline and strategies to boost motivation and productivity. Now here we'll see some few methods for that. Number one, set very clear goals. Okay. Now break down your goals into smaller tasks. Now larger tasks sometimes can be overwhelming and it may end up procrastinating. Now break them down into smaller manageable tasks. Now SMART goals. What are SMART goals? Ensure your goals are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant and time-bound, which is SMART, S-M-A-R-T. Now let me give you an example. Like for example, your goal is, I want to start exercising regularly, is your goal. Now this big, vague goal sometimes can be overwhelming. So let us break it down. Specific, yes. Choose a specific type of exercise, like say walking, yoga or strength training. Let's say I want to walk for exercise. Okay. Now measurable. Decide how long you want to walk. Say 30 minutes, and also pick a time for the day, whether it's in the morning or in the evening. Like I'll say I will walk for 30 minutes every day between 6 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. Okay, it's measurable. Third one, A, achievable. Now choose how many days in a week you want to walk. Let's say I will walk 6 days a week, Monday to Saturday. Now relevant. Now you very well know that walking is going to support your health and your energy goals. So you want to be fit and healthy. Next, time bound. Decide how long you want to do this. Like say you want to do walking for the next 3 months. Okay. Now prepare your environment for that. Know your clothes, if you're doing yoga, your yoga mat, or if you want to listen to some music, your playlist is all ready. So now it's no longer a big vague idea. Now it is a very sequence of tiny doable steps. Now the second, create a schedule or a routine. Time blocking. Basically you assign specific tasks, a particular time for each specific task. Now stick to the schedule to build consistency. Now you can use either a planner, physical planner, or you can use a digital planner. Okay, let's see one example. Like say you are a content writer or a professional or something. Like let's see what's a daily routine of a professional. Like the goal is I want to be more productive and avoid wastage of time. So let's see how you do the time blocking. Time blocking being basically assigning a fixed time for every slot for each task. Let's say morning 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. you wake up, you do your morning routines, you do your stretching or your exercise or yoga and your meditation. Now 8 to 9 a.m. let's say you are having your breakfast, you review the day's plan. Between 9 to 11 a.m. you start your work, you do your study or you do your work or whatever. Now in between 11 to 11:15 you take a short tea break or whatever. 11:15 again you start continuing to do your work up to say 12:30. Now 12:30 to say 1:30 is your lunch time, and you rest for a while and then you refresh again. You start resuming your work from 1:30 to 3 p.m. You continue to do your work. Now from 3 to 4 a.m. you can have a small shift in your task. Like maybe you can do a lighter task like admin work or some social media works or whatever, Again from 4 to 6 you again complete all your completing tasks and your work. 6 to 7:30, let's say it's your refreshing time, your exercise, your dinner time and all that. 7:30 to 8:30 you can allocate for doing some creative works, like you're reading, journaling, singing, dancing, whatever you want to do. Now 8:30 to 9:30 you have your time for relaxing, you unwind yourself, you review the day's activities, you plan for the next day, all that. 9:30 onwards you start preparing to go to bed. Now this is just a very small sample idea, like you can work it out based on how your tasks are. Now you can use a planner, you can use a physical planner like a journal or a printed day planner, or you can go in the digital media like a Google calendar, and you can also use some, you can use colors for each activity, like it's work, it's a blue color, and then green it's like for a break time, and then yellow is for making calls or something like that. You can use even colors for that. And you can also set reminders, like just before your major activity. So just 10 minutes before you can set if you have a meeting or something, you can always set reminders just 10 minutes before. And review this particular calendar every morning and just before you go to bed. Now time blocking basically protects your day from distractions, because you very well know it gives you visual clarity and accountability. So consistently scheduling your work will develop a habit, and therefore you will not have any decision fatigue. Number 3, remove all distractions. Limit your digital distractions. You turn off your notifications, avoid doing too much of multitasking, and you can also block some of these sites which you know very well that you're attracted to. Any social media sites like Facebook or etc. whatever. Optimize your environment, organize your workspace, remove all the objects which you feel that is going to distract you. Very nice, beautiful workspace, and at home you create a space where you can which will really motivate you to do the work. Now sometimes we have challenging tasks and boring tasks. Sometimes we feel it is very boring. Now if you feel lazy, then what you do is you tell yourself, let's do it for just 5 minutes, that particular task. But the moment you start, you'll see that you will start doing it consistently. Now practice self-discipline. Now avoid getting tempted to do something fun for now. Instead, focus on what is the most important task for the day. You please give the priority for it. Now, doing a particular task daily, diligently, if you do that for a span of say 41 days, it will become like a habit for you. So no more you will have that strain to do the task. Now, stay accountable for all your activities. Like you can have some accountability partners. It could be your friend, or it could be any colleague, office colleague, with whom you can share your goals, and they can be like your checkpoint for you. They can also see how your progress is and how you're making your progress. But what is more important? Self-monitoring is more important. Regularly evaluate your productivity, adjust your actions according to it, and then modify it on a daily basis so that you feel once you're comfortable with the routines. Now to get motivated, there are 2 types of motivation. One is intrinsic and one is extrinsic. Now you focus on the internal rewards for completing a task. Because when you want to complete a particular task, you very well know that particular task is going to help you to grow personally. You will have personal growth, satisfaction. It will increase your self-confidence. You feel more capable and independent. So mastery of a skill you are truly interested in. If that's going to be a passion, then please go ahead and do it. That's your inner motivation. External motivation is sometimes if you feel that you treat yourself like completing a major task, or you're missing, or reward yourself. You don't expect it from others, but you treat yourself. Maybe you can watch your favorite movie after completing a major task, or treat yourself with a nice special meal. Okay, buy something nice for yourself after what you have achieved or accomplished, or you take a short break, go for a small trip after completing a major task. So basically your mind feels happy that you have completed a major. These are all external motivations you can give for yourself. Now, please do incorporate breaks and rest in between. Like say if you're going to work continuous for an hour, now after for 55 minutes or so, you just give a 5 minute small break. Just go out, refresh, and then look at nature so that your mind gets refreshed. And prioritize sleep and rest, which is very important, because sometimes laziness is also due to physical and mental fatigue. So make sure you have a good night rest, go to bed early, wake up early. Okay. Now visualize your success. Positive visualization, because picture that once you complete the task, you very well know what is the benefit of it. So you can put pictures wherever you are seeing, and then that will be your motivation factor. And at the same time, please warn yourself when there is something like you're lazy, for example. You know very well that you need to exercise every day to keep yourself fit. Now if you're going to be lazy and not exercise, you very well know the end result. You're going to, be it whatever, whatever be the age, whether you're a young age or you're a teenager or you're in your middle 50s or your old age, you very well know that if you're not going to exercise, the impact is you're going to end up in the hospitals and you're going to pay a huge medical bill. So warn yourself not to be lazy. And stay physically active, which is the most important, and connect yourself with nature as much as possible. Exercising physically will boost your energy levels and keep you more focused. Okay, you can take a short walk in the park or nature, and this will help you to give you mental clarity and focus and motivation, and you feel very refreshed. Now adopt a growth mindset. Just shift your perspective. For example, you know very well that you have to do some boring task, and you feel that instead of looking at it as a boring task, please see this task as opportunities for growth rather than as a boring task. Now I don't know if you have seen this movie Karate Kid, where Jackie Chan usually tells a boy to do a particular exercise. He would just ask him to take out his jacket, put it down, pick it up again, and then put it onto the hanger. Now this task he would ask him to repeat over and over and over and over and again. And this boy would sometimes, at the end of it, after completing doing this task for almost a long period of time, he would really get frustrated. Now Jackie Chan in the end would then explain how his muscles would have grown very stronger by doing this very simple repetitive task. So please always see this as an opportunity to grow rather than looking at it as a boring chore. Now learn from your setbacks. Whenever you know that laziness is creeping in, please understand that you, instead of negating it, just analyze what are all the trigger points which is making you feel lazy. Now attend to it, understand it, and try to prevent it. Okay, so by doing so, you don't allow it to be a repetitive pattern. So analyze it. Okay, so now when you're combining all these strategies, you can gradually reduce your laziness and increase your productivity over the course of time. I hope this video was useful to you and helped you to overcome your laziness and procrastination. If you like, please do like, share and subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon button to get more up-to-date videos. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.